Hello, everybody. In our sessions so far, we've looked at two components of the mindfulness practice, heartfulness and gratitude. We've used guided meditations to begin these sessions, and you may have noticed some of the same words that are common to both of these themes. I'd like to spend a few moments today explaining and clarifying some of these in our session on breathing and body awareness. I will also share with you some activities you can do at home with your children, and we'll end the session today with our guided meditation. So first, I'd like to read to you Jon Kabat-Zinn's definition of mindfulness. He's the founder of the practice. I'd like to share this with you so you can see the origins of the language as we provide the explanations today. Mindfulness is awareness that arises through paying attention, on purpose, in the present, non-judgmentally. So you'll hear some of these words in the presentation today. But let's begin with the word anchor. What is our anchor? There are certain sensations we feel when we're breathing. And in our guided meditations, you have been asked to find those places, whether it be your nostrils, your nose, your chest, your tummy, or another one we can add also is our overall body. Wherever you sense the breath most clearly, pick that location and rest your attention on it, right there. This is our anchor. To help with this, we can also use anchor words or phrases, such as thinking, breath, in, out, or even counting. Now, what about awareness? What in mindful training offered by mindful schools, it's explained this way: distancing from sensory inputs and emotional experiences. So getting pulled into other places, our thinking. This could be memories, concerns, planning, doubts, obsessions. So we're noticing these things, but we're not being consumed by them. So we're noticing them, but we're not judging them. And that's the word from the definition. We're not judging. It's non-judgmental. So that brings us to our third word for today, noticing. When you notice this, you simply redirect your breathing awareness to, again, where you're feeling the sensation. Your nose, your chest, your tummy, and your overall body. So there's an acronym. It's an easy word to remember, and it's a fun word kind of to even say, that I think captures the essence of this process. And the word is joy. J-O-Y. Just observe yourself. So, what are some things you can do at home with your children? For the very young children, when you ask them about breath, they get a little befuddled sometimes and they start doing certain things and they're not really able to tell you what your breath is. But if you tell them to just smell a flower, they'll immediately inhale. They'll immediately take an inhale breath, which we all probably would do. Smell a flower. So when they do that and they take that inhale, say to them, okay, you're breathing in, then you can breathe out. You're inhaling, you're exhaling. Also, you can ask them to put their hand on their tummy, and they feel the rise and fall. We call that the balloon breath. The rise and fall of the tummy. At nighttime, we've talked about this as a way to go to sleep. Something you could do with them is also hand on their tummy, or you can add a bean bag to it. Have the bean bag be on the tummy as they see their breath in and out. You can also simply ask them to count up to 5 as they inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then simply exhale. Now, again, a way to get them to be aware of their breath. Now, for older children, they can do another counting exercise. This one's called 4, 7, 8. Now, in this one, we ask them to take 4 counts or 4 breaths in as you inhale, hold it for 7, and exhale for 8. So it's 4, 7, 8. Now that's a little tricky at the beginning because they get hung up on the 7. Oh, I have to hold my breath for 7 seconds. But with practice, we found the kids can use it and they find it an effective tool to, again, do this exercise, be awareness of their breath, be aware of their breathing. Another one you can do that involves 3 things actually. This involves movement, which is a big part of mindfulness, sound, and breathing. So this is called the ha breath. So what you do is you just keep your hands by your side and your feet maybe shoulder length apart. You breathe in. As you breathe in, you raise your hands up, and then you breathe out on the sound of ha. So you're breathing in, ha, as you go down. Again, breathing in, ha. So this gives them also, as I said, three things. The breathing part, the movement part, which is kind of a good way to kind of do a little stretch, and then the sound of the word ha. For older children, older kids, teens, middle school kids, there's something we suggest that they do called, what we call it, single tasking. So you describe it to them in this way. Think of what you were doing. Be aware of what you were doing without doing anything else. Because mindfulness is not doing. Use an anchor word to help you return to your breath and the task of taking the breath and the single task of breathing. So they're only breathing. Ask them also, sometimes we can say, put your finger to your forehead and close your eyes and do your breathing then. So then they have another anchor point. Fingers on the forehead, so they're feeling the sensation there. Maybe they're feeling their pulse. Just another way for them to create an anchor, be aware of their breath, notice, and simply breathe. Bring their focus back to their breath. So those are a few ideas you can use at home, and I hope our explanations today of some of the terminology we use in both the definition of mindfulness and in the whole process of mindfulness, that you have a little better understanding of that, and some things you can share with your children. So we'll end today with our guided meditation. So, again, getting our mindful bodies on. This means we are having an upright posture with our back against the chair. We have our feet grounded. We have our hands still, and our eyes are closed. Notice one breath in and one breath out. Notice your hands. Notice where your body touches the chair. Notice one breath in and one breath out. Notice where your mind feels right now. Remember something you did yesterday. Bring your mind back to right now. Notice one breath in and one breath out. Bring your attention to your left foot. Your right shoulder. Your entire left arm. Bring your attention to your eyes. Notice one in-breath and one out-breath. Notice how you feel right now. Bring your attention to any sound. Notice one in-breath and one out-breath. Thank you. If you want to learn more about mindfulness, please visit our website.